Hello, I'm Dr. Mitchell. Let us talk about a question that causes a lot of anxiety for men. When it comes to physical size, what do women actually want? It's a topic that shows up everywhere. You hear it in jokes between friends, you see it in movies, and it's all over the internet. This one idea has created a huge amount of pressure and insecurity. But is that pressure based on reality? As a urologist with over a decade of experience, I've had this exact conversation countless times in my office. Today, we're going to set the record straight. We're not talking about myths or exaggerated stories. We're looking at what the science actually says women prefer. And I think the answer is going to be a huge relief for many of you. Before we get started, if you find this video helpful, please hit that like button. And I'd love to know where you're tuning in from, so drop your city or country in the comments below. It helps our community grow and reach more men who need this information. Okay, let's get into it. First, let's tackle the biggest myth head on: the idea that bigger is always better. This belief has caused men decades of stress, but the scientific evidence tells us something completely different. When researchers look at what women actually choose, not just what they say they prefer, the answer is clear. The vast majority of women prefer an average size. Yes, you heard that right, average. This isn't just my opinion. It comes from clever studies that analyzed women's real-world choices when they had complete privacy. The data is fascinating because it bypasses social pressure and gets to the truth. I've guided hundreds of men through this worry, from young guys to men over 50. They all ask some version of the same question: am I good enough? My answer is always to look at the facts, not the fears. The facts come from research that analyzed millions of dollars in sales data and anonymous consumer choices. This data gives us a window into reality, and that reality is far more reassuring than the myths. Let's break it down into 5 key facts. Each one will help clear up a common misunderstanding about size. Fact number 1. Women prioritize comfort over extremes. Most men guess that women want something very large, but studies on the best-selling adult products, looking at what women purchase for themselves, reveal a clear pattern. The most popular length consistently falls between 4 and 6 inches. Let me say that again. The top sellers are between 4 and 6 inches long. The most popular circumference was also well within the normal range, typically under 4.5 inches. This makes perfect biological sense. The average vaginal canal is about 3 to 6 inches deep, and it doesn't expand endlessly. Anything much larger can cause discomfort or even pain. When a woman feels physically comfortable and safe, it allows her to relax emotionally and connect more deeply. This means that if you're in the normal range, which includes about 90% of all men, you are perfectly equipped to be a wonderful partner. Fact number 2. Fit and feel are more important than length. Another study that looked at top-selling products found a similar story. While length was often in the slightly above average range, what really stood out was the importance of circumference and overall comfort. An uncomfortable fit creates distraction and anxiety. A good fit allows a woman to be fully present in the moment with you. This means your focus on rhythm, communication, and her responses is 10 times more important than a number on a ruler. Fact number 3. Real life is not what you see in adult films. The adult entertainment industry is built on fantasy and exaggeration. Comparing yourself to performers on screen is like comparing your daily life to an action movie. It's not realistic. The scientifically established average for men is around 5 to 6 inches in length when erect. Holding yourself to an impossible standard only hurts your confidence. And confidence is far more attractive than any measurement. Real intimacy is about connection, not camera tricks. Fact number 4. A woman's private choices tell the real story. It's interesting. Sometimes in surveys, people give the answers they think are expected, but actions speak louder than words. When women are making private purchasing decisions for their own pleasure, they consistently choose products of an average size. This is the most honest feedback possible. It tells us that for most women, average is not just good enough, it's actually the ideal. Fact number 5. Size is not the main source of her pleasure. This is the most important fact of all. True intimacy and satisfaction are built on things that have nothing to do with size. A woman's pleasure is complex. It involves emotional connection, clitoral stimulation, feeling desired, and feeling safe. Obsessing over a single physical trait misses the entire picture of what creates a beautiful, shared experience. So, what should you do with this information? Here are 3 simple steps. 1. Let go of comparisons. Accept that if you are in the average range, you are exactly what most women prefer. 2. Cultivate your confidence. Confidence isn't about being boastful. It's about being comfortable and secure with who you are. That calm energy is incredibly appealing. 3. Prioritize connection. Focus on open communication, listen to her, and make her comfort and pleasure your goal. When you do these 3 things, the question of "am I enough" will disappear because you will know the answer is yes. Look, I understand this can be a sensitive subject. Many men carry this worry for years, and it can really affect their self-esteem. I want to be very clear. You are not inadequate. You are not flawed. You are enough. This is especially true for men over 50. You often have a huge advantage: life experience, patience, and wisdom. These are the qualities that create amazing intimacy, far more than any physical measurement. So, the next time that old worry pops into your head, remember what the science shows. If this video brought you some peace of mind, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, Dr. Mitchell, and consider sharing it with someone who might need to hear this message too. Because true connection isn't measured in inches, it's measured in presence, respect, and mutual trust. I'm Dr. Mitchell. Thanks for watching, and remember that knowledge and self-acceptance are the keys to a confident and fulfilling life.